So I came to New Zealand when I was 16 years old. I did a foundation study for a year and a half, and then I studied Bachelor of Arts and double majored in art history and psychology, and I just really enjoyed art history, so I carried on, and I did a honors degree in art history. And after that, because I was working at Auckland Art Gallery at the time, taking lots of tours, and I really enjoy that kind of communication and have a discussion with people who are interested or passionate about art, and I'm a people's person, so I thought, okay, why not, maybe I can be a secondary school teacher and to pass on the knowledge I have in art history and psychology, pass it on to the younger generation, and to, I guess, to spark their interests. Yeah. So I started working as a helpline operator for anxiety helpline. I started from the second year of my undergrad. So my role was basically help answer the calls that from across the country, whoever called this line, and they probably suffer from some anxiety issues or mental stress or some type of disorder that they need some assistance or extra support. So I'll be that person on the line to go walk through all the strategies that we could use, and for example, like meditation, and also sort of breathing technique to help you to breathe and to be able to talk, and yeah, it depends on the situation. So basically just respond to their needs and to use different kind of strategies to reduce the stress. The words I've got really sweet and genuine. Things like, oh, you've been really helpful, you've really made a difference to my life. I don't really know who you are, but your words are really calm and you're really sweet. Thank you so much, you made a difference to my life. Like, I can feel and I can tell that the person on the other side of the line, they really appreciate what we're doing, and I think that's why I was there. So I was basically just browsing through all of the vacancies, and I applied multiple jobs. Like, you know, I wouldn't get one immediately, of course. I don't think anyone would. So I applied multiple of them. And eventually I heard back from the school that I'm currently working at, and they asked me to do an interview with them, and I was really delighted, and I was surprised that, like, you know, I could get an interview, because, you know, I'm teaching social science subjects, and it's a literacy subject that will give students literacy credits. So I would think preferably they would hire someone who speaks English as their mother tongue. So in the interview they asked about my content knowledge, things I know in psychology, and also how I would approach challenging behaviors, etc., and what are my career goals, how do I see, where do I see myself in a few years. To be honest, I didn't expect to hear back, but they called me back the same day later in the afternoon, and they said they were really happy with my interview and they would love to have me on board. And I remember that was the day I was still working in the gallery, and they called me, and I was too scared to answer the call because I was still in the middle of my gallery job. But yeah, I answered the call, and yeah, I got the job, so here I am. I told my dad and my mom, I was like, oh, I actually got the job. And my mom was just in the state of shock, and she couldn't believe that I actually got the job. She couldn't believe that, you know, I just did this by myself, and she didn't involve and no one helped me. I just simply sent a CV, did my best in the interview, and I got the job. And they were yeah, they were really proud of me. Late afternoon, and I was about to finish my shift in the art gallery. And as a poor uni student, I've been working and I've been trying to save some money. So I usually walk to the work and then walk home as well. But because I got the job and I realized I will have a stable income and doing something I love, and I was just really happy. And so I decided to take a Uber on that night to go home. So yeah. I think it's first of all, you got to be professional, interact with them in a very professional way, and I guess also to recognize your main role. Being a teacher, being a classroom teacher, that means you're responsible for the kids, for the students in your classroom, and of course you're there to support them, not just academic achievement, but also emotional support, be there for them when they need you. Yeah, and I guess to be friendly to my students but not their friends. I think it's a vague boundary there, like when it comes to, you know, what it means being friendly to the student but not their friends. I mean, as a beginner teacher myself, I'm still trying to figure out where the line is. Yeah, but definitely interact with them professionally. And for me, I think that relationship or the connection I build with my friends with my students are like the foundation of my teaching, of my practice. And I believe that if I have a really good relationship with my students and I connect with them really well, and they know that I genuinely care about them, that will make a difference. And I think they will enjoy their time in my classroom. So the way I interact with them, usually it's I start off the lesson, do some revision, and to check in with them. What have you been doing over the weekend? Any fun stuff happened during the weekend, or when, during the time that I don't see you, or if it's someone's birthday and stuff. So we will usually celebrate together. I might sing a song for that person. I guess just to create that kind of sense of community and family in my classroom. So I did a relief lesson once in the school, because it's my first year in the school, so lots of students don't know who I am. I went to that classroom. They thought I was just a casual reliever, and of course the student wouldn't know if I speak another language or and the class I was relieving was for international students, and it's a English class. The students are actually Chinese, and they were sort of avoiding the tasks. So they said it in Chinese to their peers that if we told the teacher that our laptops are broken, then we can go to the library. And so we don't need to do any tasks for the day. And I heard it, and I thought I would just make a joke out of it. So I stopped that boy and I was like, so it's my first year teaching here, and you might not know me very well, but I can tell you that English is my second language. Do you want to guess what other language I speak? And I think he figured out my joke, and he realized I probably speak Chinese, and I understood completely whatever he was saying, and he apologized, and he sat still throughout the lesson, completed his tasks. I think the biggest difference being a teacher in New Zealand and being a teacher in China is that the teachers also voluntarily join lots of extracurricular or curricular activities. I guess our intention is trying to connect with students as much as we can outside of the classroom as well. You know, without that kind of academic focus or the pressure of the assessment. We're also, like for me, I want to know the personalities of my students. I want to know their hobbies, what they like to do, things that they're good at. So I guess in a way I can encourage them and be that supporting person for them if they need me. So yeah, I've got students who are very talented in drama and musical performance, etc. And we had this school show just finished a few days ago, and yeah, I was there supporting my students, and I want to see things that they really enjoy doing and things that could empower them because they know how talented, how amazing they are. And I want to be that person to, I guess, to witness you know, the highlight of this year, their school years. And yeah, and I really enjoyed it. I helped them with their makeups briefly, but I think they're doing a fantastic job already.